get your assessment on what was a crazy game of football, really.
The game was absolute carnage, total carnage, and there's so much of it that I can't comprehend just yet. Definitely need to see it again. It wasn't just a football match today, there was just all sorts of events going on. Some are quite shameful, some are very shameful, and they do overshadow, if I'm being honest, what was probably quite an exciting game for the neutral. Not overly exciting to me, although I'll admit being excited at times. At certain moments I carried the sway of the crowd like anyone else did, and I was a Rochdale fan just like everyone else was today, and I went through those emotions with everyone. But then I don't know, some of the normal or not normal human behaviour that went on around the game is a real shame, and there's just so much to break down, Greg. It was carnage.
For the players to have to try and block that out and try and focus on the game and come back once and then nearly twice in the end, there was some effort from the lads out there, wasn't it?
It was an amazing effort, it was an amazing fight, and I've used it all season, Greg. You know that I always use it about this team, and I told them at the end of the game there, I will always commend you for your fight. And although that sounds normal in football teams to have fight, it's not. I promise you it's not normal. I played for 20 years. It's not normal to have fight. Not every change room I had fighting all the time, and they had fight all the time. But you know, we just showed a little bit lack of control and weakness in important parts of the game. And you know, Oldham showed their clout of the lucrative squad that they've got during the game. In those same moments, it became down to like football and football quality. I think we're right there. But yeah, as I say, they didn't show. Maybe we just showed too many moments of weakness that you just couldn't recover from. The fight that was there, despite those moments of weakness, was really, really commendable, and I'm proud of them for that. I think the fans seen it, they responded to it. Through their own frustrations of the scoreline today, they were still with us. They were still with us at the end of the game there, seeing them, and they were amazing because they went through all that with us today, and they were amazing.
You were obviously missing Nathan Ebanks-Landell through suspension, but Devante Rodney not in the squad as well. What's the latest update on him?
It's not great. Dev came on the pitch for us at Hereford last week, and he was, it's not very nice to explain it explicitly, to be honest, but he was going through some tough moments on the pitch, and Dev at the moment is unable to train and run and compete, and he's tried his best. He's tried to come back and he's tried his best, but he's just simply not able to be on the pitch for us at the moment. It's tough for him. It's really tough for us. Really tough for us. I was on with Robin this week on Radio Manchester saying, you take the main guy off any team this season, anyone, Dinanga, Kabambe, whoever you want, pick one, and they'd be 5 places lower in the league than where they are today. And we've been without Dev all season, the one player who the fans were so scared that we were going to lose. And the way it looks right now, I don't know if we'll have Dev. I think we may go the whole season without Dev. I just don't know. I don't know. Dev's situation is just so up in the air and unknown, but he can't train, he can't play. He's tried to give us all, and I know Dev will give us all for me. I know he will, but he can't do it.
You also lost Carl Ferguson and Tyrese Sinclair during the game today. What can you tell us about those two injuries at the moment?
There's a fear about Tyrese. That it might be something serious, but you never know. We won't know till Monday, probably. Carl Ferguson, unfortunately, we think has damaged the tendon in his groin, which again isn't good. It's going to really expose the wafer-thin nature of the squad. There's no doubt about it, and I think today did. You know, we played a midfielder up front. We're playing full-backs in midfield or number 10. You know, we're having to be as creative as possible. At times, it's going to show. I think Oldham today, the clout they've got, they want to bring a 7 on, they bring a 7 on. They want to bring a 2 on, they bring a 2 on. They want to bring a 9 on, they bring a 9 on. And we're not there. And every injury we get, it hurts my soul, honestly, because I'm like, oh no, what a shame. I don't want to lose these guys, like, because they're giving me everything. and we're in a vulnerable state squad wise, but you seen, I seen, the fans all seen, they'll give their all, whatever team we put out, in whatever position they end up playing in for us.
And then just looking ahead to Tuesday, quick turnaround for the Gateshead game, patched up squad I guess, but I say there's only one option I guess to get everything out there on the pitch on Tuesday night.
It's my job to refresh the players' mindset constantly to be excited about a game of football for Rochdale Football Club. It's my job at 4-2 down to get onto those guys and say be excited to be 4-2 down in a local derby that you never know you might come back in and show some fight, and the fans will respond. We got beat today, but the fans' response was beautiful at times. We're going to need those fans in the next few weeks.
Jim, can you mentioned some sad incidents on and off the field? Can you elaborate on that at all?
I don't know if Quakes would want me to or not. I'm not too sure.
No,
I'm not too sure.
Yeah.
There's racist slurs at our young right back today.
Yeah.
It's the first time he will ever been exposed to that.
Yeah.
He's new in men's football.
Yeah.
So yeah, that kind of stuff. Nothing is as big as that.
No.
That's the single biggest thing. Everything else is just unfortunate that we can't get on with the football match. The ball's out of play for 2 minutes at a time, and then the second we get a ball on, the next one suddenly appears.
Yeah.
There's people getting carried out of the ground left, right and centre. I love derbies, but I was out there thinking, I don't even know if I'd be happy today if we won. I don't know if
No.
I said in the week, wins, I like winning like everyone else does, but I don't enjoy them the way some people do as much, because I'm thinking sometimes about a deeper meaning, and I would have been happy for the players if they'd have won today. I'd have been happy for the fans if they'd have won today, but I don't know how much happiness I would have had if we'd have won today, knowing everything that went on.
Yeah, thank you for that.
I'm just going to say on that then, the abuse came from fans, you believe, on that far side.
Yeah.
And that's when the referee stopped it and spoke to you.
Yeah. Exactly that, Robin. Yeah.
What will the club do now, or the player?
I actually don't know the formal process for these things, other than you report it to the representative in the ground that takes care of these things, who reports it to the police. These things are just a shame, in human society. They're just a shame.
You mentioned Devante Rodney. I know you didn't want to go into too much detail, but what can you tell us about the injury then, and why you think it could be that long?
Dev has something. Dev has something. He had an issue with an illness in relation to his heart, and he was just unable to do the basic things that you need to do as a footballer. Dev at times feels like he's going to pass out, or he's struggling. We're trying our best to follow the specialist advice on these things, cardiologists, respiratory specialists, and we're just going bit by bit, process of elimination, going down all the routes that they say, trying to get Dev back to the best health possible, and end Dev's frustration, and end the fans' frustration, because they want to see Dev out there, and so do his teammates.
I feel like you can take an awful lot away from that today. I mean, you got a 17-year-old at centre-back who looked like he played in many of these derbies. Like you say, you've got Jimmy Keohan, who I was very upset to find out didn't actually get given a hat-trick, but it should have done from left-back if it not been for Mitchell's touch.
Yeah.
It's quite remarkable, really, some of the things that you did produce today. Okay, you conceding 4 goals, not, but aside of that...
Our team's brave as hell. Ridiculously brave. Like, I love them. I'm proud of them. They're so brave. My heart breaks some of the mistakes that we make, because it costs us results. And there's those two, though, and I need to not forget that. There's breaks too, like everyone else's does. But yeah, at the minute it's becoming quite normal for us to do remarkable things on a pitch and maybe not get the win we deserve. And I just hope in time we can get the whole football club on the right path so that we can strengthen every aspect of this football club on and off the pitch, because I believe, in my vision, our vision, to make things beautiful,
And just finally, on the size of the squad you mentioned this week, today you've lost some more players. Can you go to the board and ask for help on that? Can you? What can be done at this stage of the season? 'Cause it's really tough, isn't it?
Today wasn't the first time we have been monitoring and preparing for the potential pitfalls of having a small squad. But you can only do what you can do, and I know the board have done everything they can do. So the only business we can do right now is business where other clubs will do us a favour, and not a lot of people want to do favours in football. And what you tend to find is, if you're going to get a favour in football, there's probably a lot of compromise with that favour. We could get really young, unproven players, but a lot of compromise comes with that. The National League, it's tough, eats you up, and in moments it shows why you need to have certain elements and requirements as a player, and sometimes it's just it's pure financial clout that is helps you to be able to go out and recruit those things. With our board have done, are trying to do everything they can. I know that, but they can only do what they can do, and we are where we are.